Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back again. So that's second prize. First prize obviously would be not being here, so you win second prize, so that's something, I guess. I'm currently in a town I've never reached in the game before in my life. Morningdale. Now you'll note I've been strictly following the storyline and doing side quests. Storyline's over here. It's in a 52 to 60 zone. I'm 61. Just got that earlier today. So that is, I'm slightly over leveled for that map. But that means that the storyline is meant to take you here between 52 and 60. This is a 45 to 50 zone. I've never been here. No quest has ever taken me here. There's a 41 to 46 zone. No quest has ever taken me there. So I'm a little confused. But anyway, I've come over here because I have to go up there and follow Eric's trail north to Gruss. Gruss is a lovely sounding place. Really, sounds delightful. I can hardly wait. Let's see, last night after the stream I did do some successful killings of the Halloween bad guy. Got some housing items.
Greetings, stranger.
Greetings.
I hope you're not here seeking comfortable shelter from the rains. Grayville can offer few comforts these days.
What's been happening?
Disaster on top of disaster.
No surprise.
And to cap things off, my two most important advisors both say they're too busy attending to other matters to help.
What matters are those?
Magistrate Wallace says she's still waiting on a scouting report. But her chief scout, Antonio Guerra, and she have an entanglement. She's too close. As for Gildan, well, this may sound a bit off, but she's the town seer.
Right, well, I guess I'll talk to her. So I'm going to run around for a bit in a couple of these maps that I haven't seen at all. That's my plan. Just that. Finishing out the number 2 quest on the list there. 1 is the storyline. 2 is like for housing furniture stuff. But that's what brought me up here. I thought, I'm looking at it and going, I've never been to that place before. Storyline doesn't bring me here, so the secondary line does.
The constable sent you. I'm not sure what we can do. Magistrate Wallace has been completely irrational. Won't do a thing until she gets news about Antonio. As for Gildan, well, it's probably best if you just talk to her. It's not something one can really
I'll
put
talk to
into
both
work.
of
It's
them.
worth a try, I guess.
Anghard.
Oh, damn it, Antonio.
Magistrate
Where
Wallace.
are you? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Is
Standing
that
right in front
so?
of you.
Well, one of my best scouts.
One of your best scouts. See?
Antonio Guerra.
I'll track him down.
Oh, I would appreciate it.
I got a couple more quests. We're going to grab all the quests in town before we head out. That's upstairs at the inn. Screw it. I'm going to do it. Oh, this isn't the inn. This is the tavern. Pierre Auguste, dilettante artist. Wait, does that mean he only paints dilettantes?
My heart swells at the breath of Eternum. But my mind has other things to say. Things about the corrupted and the lost. That's what I'm told.
This place is scary and
I
beautiful.
even bought a guidebook.
It was definitely memorable.
Just so.
Unless
Well, you seem like an adventurous type. If you would
I
go
will
to each of
accept
these
this quest. I just simply cannot resist helping out a Frenchman. Tell me, sir, which way did you come in? Ha! That's an old joke. I'm going to go ahead and just...
Welcome to Lamb's Retreat. I wondered
Already
if
got
he
the quest,
man
thank
he's
you.
searching
I will
for
take the
passed
guest
through recently.
registration. Yes.
Said he
why
was looking for ancient artifacts for some project. He headed northeast.
not? Wow. Okay, that took a while. It failed to check in? Excuse me?
Welcome to Lamb's Retreat. I want the man he's searching for passed through recently. Said he was looking for ancient artifacts for some
I'm
project.
betting it's going to fail again.
He headed northeast.
Yeah, I can't check in. I don't know why. I guess they don't like my type round here. Whatever that type may be. They don't appreciate men with such exquisite taste as I clearly display.
I wonder if I could enlist your help for a personal matter? Would you be willing to pay a visit to Porridge Pot? And
I
you're
can do
a
that.
true friend. I'm just trying to ensure
Porridge Pot sounds like a lovely place. No shortage of quests here in town. There was another icon over here somewheres. Just outside of town. I don't see another one in town. Oh, yes there is. There's one in town. Right where I was thinking there was one. No shortage of quests in town. Not going to get boatloads of XP, but that's fine.
Get back, child of ruin. I see fire in your eyes.
I am sorry, stranger.
Is there anything I can do, crazy woman?
Most probably not. The visions do not lie. Perhaps. Sometimes
I could search the
as I
ruins.
see a stone. Bring me a token of each.
I'll accept that quest. Alright, so that is the main quest we're following. So we'll head that way then. Get out of town and start riding to catch up with the sun. But it's sinking. Alright, well, search for signs of Antonio Guerra and retrieve his scouting reports. Alright, well, we're aimed right at that, so that's where we're going to go first. Morning fowl. Morning boar. Oh, and a withered. How nice. Or two. What I wanted to do was to kill a piggy and skin it. Because I'd like to get my tracking and skinning over 100 so that I can skin things in other maps. One of the reasons I wanted to do some lower tier stuff was to see if I could, make some progress on those things. Evidently, we have gotten our first map advancement point for Morningdale. Standing gain, as always, to start with there. Oh, somebody has ninja'd my iron nodes. They weren't mine. They didn't ninja them. Hopefully we can, haven't gone all this distance, we can make it. There we go. Somebody up here was supposed to do something about. We did get another map point for Morningdale. And storage. Always storage. Antonio Guerra is not looking... He's looking a little slim. Have you lost weight, Antonio? This result, but I just find out the truth in the matters. I can't gussy it up so that just because it's going to make them unhappy. Another season stamp. That was for healing damage. Let's see. Currently 4 stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a tough one to get. So until we get another wild stamp. Pin that objective, please. As that's the one we're really here for. That's the one that has pulled me into this map. But I'm also going to take advantage of the fact that this is in a range where I can probably advance some more of my skills. Because I was running around in areas where I didn't quite have skills enough to harvest any of the goodies. The only way to be able to harvest those goodies is to harvest lower level goodies. So, lower level zone. Since I got a quest for this anyway, figured what the hey. And I'm mostly going to go by ground. Rather than mount. See, I can't skin that sheep. It's raining. I'm not sure if I've ever seen rain in a game before. Morning Wildcat. It requires 100. The last thing I killed in here didn't require 100. Well, I mean before those last two things that did require 100. But the previous thing didn't require 100. Maybe it was a 45, maybe 46 is the turnover point for skinning, in which case, bounce. Aha! But we can certainly pick the hemp, which as far as I know has no medicinal uses in-game, and is only used for making fibers, use the fibers to make cloth. So. That's another one of the 46 wildcats. No reason for me to kill the 46 if I can't skin them. We've got some kind of... Thank you! I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, iron vein. I started with 50 in mining, and after a week plus, I'm still not at 100. That is a doe. Can I skin it? My guess is no. My guess was correct. We also do have more hemp. Kill enemies with magic. Another completed stamp. We got more hemp over there as well. That's a wolf, which, if my calculations are correct, I will also not be able to skin. That appears to be consistent so far, that if it's a 46 or higher, I can't skin it. But I'm going to grab any fibers I can, as I would like to skill up my outfitting quite a bit more. Season Pass, level 16. Toad Pot. And more hemp. Pardon me, man, I just can't skip picking the hemp, you know? It was extraordinarily difficult to find. in the first few days. Hemp and iron were the most valuable commodities in the first few days of a new server. More toad pots. Yes, I know I have 2 stamps. Thank you. I'll be getting to them in just a second. That is... Whoops! Forgetting. I have found the hemp motherlode that nobody else knows about, evidently. $500 fibers. I think 4 fibers makes 1 linen. And there was more over here. Yep. I got a couple recipes from the Halloween event that I can't make yet. I think it was 150 weaponsmithing and arcana. And like 205 armor smithing. And you need a lot of mats to skill stuff up, generally speaking. We have a moment here. Let's go to Season 6 stamps. We've got 2 stamps. Kill enemies with magic. Gather resources. We now have wild stamps. Take that wild stamp. And we'll hold on. We've got another wild stamp available to us. I'm getting pretty close to actually being able to finish. I'll put 1 there. 1 there. We can almost finish out that line too. So basically we need to fill in 1 more of these the old-fashioned way by earning it. Bad men. And more hemp. Be very interested as to what the prices for hemp and iron look like over the first week of the server. That's the kind of weird metrics that I find endlessly fascinating with game economies. The emergent stuff. You know, where it's all the players do. Let's see. Yep, we got a ways to go. I think those are stumps, and someone's been chopping down these. I don't have the 100 I require. It's another one of those. I could park myself and just whack wood for a while, if you'll pardon the phrasing. Is that a bear? That's a bear. That is a big butt bear. But certainly me parking my ass and chopping wood for half an hour on stream. I mean, my content is iffy at the best of times. That doesn't even qualify as iffy. I am following Irik's trail north to Grus. I have no idea what Grus is. G-R-U-S. Could be pronounced Gru. but that would be pretty gruesome. Ah! Ah! Ah. Never mind. Uh-huh. We have corruption sign. Shot spire, and then that has probably got a purple crafty bit that I can pick off. The life moth. Purple? Nope, just a whole bunch of life notes. But more harvesting. Uh-huh. Investigate the abandoned bags. Continue tracking Eirik towards Hibbetsfeld. That direction, alright. I suppose we're anywhere near, no, nowhere near a spirit spire, a waypoint thingy. A couple more things I can use my wacky stick on. Ram's Head Cave. Getting close on the mining. Ore is metalliferous? You made that word up. I just got that achievement. Probably for mining something like 250 nodes. Let's see. Oh, we hit 16 on the season's journey. Salvage scraps. And more salvage, but higher tier. Oh, I wanted to look at the character achieves, I think, yeah. Mine 4,000 items using a mining pick. That's mine up 4,000, I think, not mine 4,000 times. At least that's my assumption. Can we go over? Let's go over if we can. Landscape parkour. That's gold. There's gold in them Mar Hills. That was not worth as many mining XP as I had hoped. Oh, we've got some more hyssop. I'll grab the hyssop. Quite a long ways to go for that. I feel that's not a friendly town on account of, yeah, baddies walking around. Abbotsfeld. Travel to Heavenly Rot. Nope. Search the abandoned pack near the edge of Hibbetsfeld and defeat the Skinner and reclaim Giacomo's plum bum. That's an interesting quest. Not sure I want anything to do with his plum bum, but the quest is what the quest is. And the Skinner. Eirik. That's who we were following. I'm guessing things didn't go so great for him. Sorry, Eirik. Supposed to be in this direction somewhere. Fine, because I'm going to try to pick my way through. Trying to keep the unnecessary conflicts to a minimum. Hold on. Nope, can't skin it. It should be in here, but I'm not seeing the indicator. The quest indicator doesn't seem to be showing up. Not great. Got them all. Did I aggro that guy? Probably. You want some of me? You're gonna have to come up and get it yourself. Alright. Now keep in mind I've got these guys out leveled by like 10. Not so much for this being the location of the freaking quest that I'm supposed to be working on. Why it's not showing up on the HUD, I don't know. Maybe over here? Not there. Because there's no way up there. Well, unless you're clever. Which you would think would let me out. I have no idea where the freaking Skinner is then. The map's not very helpful on that account. That guy is retreating, so he is on his own aggro-wise. It's the damn Skinner. There, the Skinner. Ignited. I'm kind of dubious my fire is going to do much to him, but I guess I have to try. Got him. I got his stuff. Let's get out of, I was going to say dodge, but this isn't dodge. Killed and named. Other activity. Let's get out away far enough before we start fiddling around with any of the UI elements. Yes, I know there's another season stamp. I'm cool like that. Thank you. A shield. I have no shields on this card. That one is not helpful for me. I can play 2 songs. That will get rid of that. Allow me to close that out. We'll have 1 stamp left. We can drop a stamp there. That'll give us another stamp. Anything else we're working on here? Let's see. Town project missions be easy enough. The songs are easy. If necessary, I can catch 150 pounds of fish. That doesn't take too terribly long. Ancient Guardians will be easy. Okay, I'm supposed to know where? 4 kilometers away for that guy. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm going to head over there to grab that fast travel spot at least, and then I think I'm going to take care of some of the rest of these quests in this town. In this burg. The lorn call of a wolf. Don't know why they're all so lorn. There's shitloads of them running around. I may have 1 or 2 on my tail, but I have to mine this, you understand. I'm a miner for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Old guy reference. Let's see. We now need to head southwest. Also, I'm soaking wet. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction. There's even a road down there. $233 meters from mystical magical waypoint. Interesting, it did reset my inn to that location. Even though it said it failed. That was not a good snap. That's better. I haven't done this one for years. Now the joys of youth. This is Angharad, I think. Indeed.
So, this is it then?
Yep.
Antonio, lost to us.
Yes, I'm sure.
I suppose once this is all over, I will have eternity to mourn his loss. Still,
That's
no one is
a
better.
cheery way of thinking about it, sure.
And there is some solace in knowing he gave his last life protecting us from harm. It's how he would have wanted it.
Any idea who's responsible?
Not the corrupted, it seems.
No, he was Ghost.
From these reports, it appears that our troubles continue to multiply. The lost are also arrayed against us. I will need time to study his field reports before I am certain what to do next.
And now she's certain.
Yes, his actions suggest this mupagri. If you can...
I'll accept her quest. Let's see. Vault. Diamond gypsum and 90 gold. We're going to get a tier 4 glove. Probably not as good as what we're wearing, gotta say. It's embellished. A good lot less armor. Lower stats. Perks not awesome. Let's see. But the one we came up here to solve. Tears in Rain. Oh, Tears in Rain. That's a Blade Runner reference. That's a pretty deep cut, guys. Bartle Wrightson.
You must have made a wrong turn somewhere, stranger. There's nothing but misery here.
Yeah, I can tell.
You can always hop in.
But who I really need to talk to is Giacomo Altaviti. As I was doing a quest for him that took me all the way down there in the first place. Alright, what direction is it? What the hell happened to the Giacomo? Talk to Giacomo. There it is, there it is, there it is. In the direction I'm currently facing. Really? Really? There he is. This is one of the skill quests, I suppose you'd say. Tried doing a fishing one earlier. I've gotten far enough now. I need to catch like 5 fish that are 30 pounds or bigger. And after going through all of my saltwater bait, I had 0. Mind you, that's after I pulled the Fisher King out of a giant fish named Gladys. Gladys, by the way. Giacomo!
Friend, any news? You found him. What did that scoundrel say when faced with his crimes?
When faced with his crimes.
He got what he deserved.
I was able to recover this.
My plum bum!
I didn't need to know
Surprised
that.
he kept it. This was a gift from my good friend and teacher, Giulio. Grazie. You have been more than a friend.
Well, I am more than a friend. I'm
This
just cool.
trophy piece.
Are we done with you, Giacomo?
The problems with my treacherous workmen are finished. I
Trophies.
can't make them all that deep.
Well, we got a trophy component case. Maple stain. 1 maple stain. Thanks. 1 maple stain. 1. Nothing else for me, huh, Giacomo?
The
Is
problems
that
with
it?
my treacherous workmen are finished. Can't they provide a link to the island itself?
Yeah, looks like that was it. Okay, well, we're here. There's another place I haven't been, and that's over there at Restless Shore. But I think I'll go back to, was it more yells 45? That's 41 to 46. I should get more skill ups there. So I think I will move to Polder Shrine, and we'll follow that into Listless Shore and see what trouble we can get into there. Yeah, we did get another point in our morning gale. So we want to head into Restless Shore. The closest point we've got is there. So I'll teleport there. Magic, you know. Tender fillet can be obtained by salvaging. I think I need to head east. Head up to here to the other roadway and head east from there. Again, I got a long way to go on the harvesting to get harvesting over 100. Probably going to have to burn through a lot of rep points to buy the boosts. Restless Shore standing. I'm a stranger. Let's see what we've got. Shrine. That's the fort. That's the town. That's the town. Alright, what I'm going to do real fast. Is unpin the stuff I just picked up for now. All the Morningdale stuff. Might go back and do that, but for right now it's cluttering up my HUD. Oop. Hemp. More hemp. Currently up to 747 hemp. Which I'm pretty sure is more hemp. Whoops. That in the entirety of the new season. Well, that is a stag, and I should be able to skin him if my numbers were correct. And the wolf too, which is about to attack me. Making good progress. Won't take me too much longer, killing basically all the skinnable critters I come across to hit 100. There's something over there. It is bison. Let's see if we get more points from that. How many points we get? That was more than a full point. Sorry, old friend. You gotta go. At more than a point a pop. I'll get it over with in a hurry. Also, bison meat, tasty. Actually, we only get red meat from it. It's not bison meat. '97. We're so close. can stop obsessing about, at least, murdering all the skinnable critters. Mind you, I'll still have to stop for all the minables and harvestables. Like, that's a harvestable. Mineable. Gonna be enough to put us at 99, I think, I hope. 99 and 40%. One or two more critters. And we'll crack 100. Which will open up a bunch of the stuff
Have
in
you
the higher
noticed
tier
anything
zones
off
I've been
about the wildlife in the
mostly running
Sunshade
around
Plains?
in.
This place is teeming with animals. But some of them are very out of place. They don't belong here. Just like us. We don't belong here.
It's not like we can just leave.
True. We're trapped on this island. Just like those poor lynx. You know, someone brought those animals into Restless
They're
Shore.
native. Where do they belong?
Snow-filled forests, not ruins.
I'll
I
search
have a
for
lead,
them
and it...
for you. Because why not? Sure. Will it be enough? And tracking and skinning 100. Small predators can now be tracked. There's one right there. As a matter of fact. Trying to sneak up on me. A little bit scorched, but that's fine. Nuts. That is a small corrupted portal. Let's see if that's up and around. So maybe we'll give it a go. We should be able to handle it solo. Oh, that's it. The smokiness over there. We should be able to handle it solo without too much trouble. But of course, those are small hemps. The side trip when I'm so close to doing a little bit of murdering time. There's a turkey just wandering around in there. And a corrupted, slimy cultist. Ow. Oh, retreating, are you? Chicken. And dropping your little rotating beams of death. Chicken. Whoop. Dead. That's not good. Being dead, not good. Cannot recommend. Uh-oh. Keep coming. Whoa! What the hell hit me? Last I saw was at like 5,000 life. I have no idea what the hell hit me there. I mean, granted, I'd gotten down relatively low on life. lower than I should have been. But I didn't take that long. The X on the map is marking the spot. Get out of the way. Well, a little side trip with this. I was definitely too careless with my... Wasn't spending enough time blocking. It's easy sometimes when you're over level to just think, I'm just going to face tank everything and murder it all. You know, sometimes that doesn't work out as well as you might think. Or it works out maybe exactly as well as you might think. When the know-it-all streamer gets himself murdered to death. Cannot recommend. Let's go ahead and... Alright, there's the corrupted cultist. That's probably what killed me. Is something, an explosive mob blew up. I'm gonna wait a sec, regenerate some of my health. Why did I just take 2,000 damage for no reason? Damn, that thing hits hard. What the hell? Something, every time it barfs up. Really freaking hard. Almost dead again. They are hitting incredibly hard. They must be scaling. Yep, they got me. And that guy's dead too, I'm pretty sure. He's running. I don't know why they're hitting so hard. But they sure as hell are. Hard enough that I'm not even going to bother going back. That's not fun. I just don't understand why they're hitting so hard. Peeling off thousands of hit points at a pop. Find clues about the links. Right, do that instead. That was embarrassing. Something I should have been able to handle. Something I boasted that I should have been able to handle. And boy, did I get my ass handed to me. 201. Right in here, search for lynx cages, lynx bait, and lynx restraints. Well, I'm going to get a lot of lynx skinning done, maybe. Alright, got a lynx enclosure, I assume, lynx cage, right? Standing rank up, 2. Again, this is one of the maps where I had nothing that led me here. No questy bits or anything. Anything over here? Just a way down. Interesting. I think part of the problem is I've become too enamored of fire set. I'm spending too much time in it trying to just do damage in cases where I should have my void gauntlet up with the void blade up so that I can block successfully. Grab the goodies. Always grab the goodies. Tier 4. Pff. Bait. Talk to Karen Burrs. She's in that direction, but anyone else is in that direction? Hemp. Almost to 1,000. More hemp over there, too. Wow, I had no idea that this place had so much hemp. I might have leveled up and made a beeline for this place to sell the hemp. I should be able to skill up outfitting a good chunk. We headed 115 meters in that direction. Gold in them there hills. Looks like there's more around too, that I didn't see. Mining's at 95, getting closer on that one too. Unlike skinning, you can't really speed through mining. Skinning, you can just find whatever predator is around in your area of the appropriate level and just kill them constantly. You've got to find the ore and hope that no one has beaten you to it. of gold, which is so slow to mine, really is slow to progress.
Let me guess. You found cages, didn't you?
Along with food and restraints.
The damn poachers did this. I found them at their camp. But I feel like I missed something. They were messing with more than just lynx, I'm sure of it. Now that we know this area has been tampered with, we need to find out what other harm those poachers have done.
Okay.
I have my suspicions.
I'll find hard.
But when I visited the poachers' camp, I didn't find all their notes.
Well, I'll see if I can do that then. What did we get? We got... Hey there. I think the harvesting skill takes the longest to level is logging. I think it's probably longer in terms of the number of nodes you have to go through. I certainly agree, but the nodes are generally easier to find. The nodes, at least initially, have been very, very hard to find for gathering because all of the players were stopping to gather. But yeah, I would agree in terms of just the actual amount of time harvesting, yeah. That looks like a rapier? Oh, a fire staff. Kind of a different looking one. Because, for instance, the amount of iron and hemp you found in the first couple of days was incredibly limited. There simply just wasn't much. Oh. Purple! Crafty bit. Found a nice hemp and silkweed farm. Yeah, that's the thing. I found a couple places in this map. A map I've never been to before. A map where the storyline doesn't send you to. I found all kinds of hemp. I'm over, what, 1,300 or something now? I'm carrying around on me? Almost 1,200. Snoopy immediately logs in, flags for PvP, hunts me down and murders me. 1,200, you say? Hold still. So yeah, my suspicion is that this place would be the ideal place, because I just found so many nodes, one after another. And there's more. There just seems to be a whole bunch in this map. Or this zone, I should say. Alright, Poacher's Camp. Oh, they've come over all undead-ish. Hi guys, I'm just going to set you all on fire. That one had some sheet music on him. Before we grab the other one, we're going to go ahead and grab the Soul Spire. I've gotten my skinning over 100 now. Mining is getting closer, but the progress is certainly slower. So I wanted to do this, for two reasons. I wanted to go to a place where I could skill up my skills that are lacking, which is to say all of them, but also because I haven't seen this map before. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Same thing with the map to the north of here. Talk to Karen Burrs again. Oh, all the way back? Why can't they move, like, forward instead of remaining where they are? It's just so inconvenient of the NPCs. They're so thoughtless. I'm doing good deeds for them, and what are they doing for me? Nothing. Other than standing still and giving me stuff. one of my friends was into the mid-20s before he saw his first iron node, and he had 50 mining from his starting choice. Well, that looks like it should be something, but it's not. Yeah, so he played for like a couple of days, not non-stop, obviously, into the mid-20s before he finally found an iron node. Because it was being scoured for. Also, the iron node's a little more, so you do have to kind of know what to look for. Although at 50, I think you do have the track. So yeah, he just wasn't finding them.
Something has changed. Don't tell me they've returned.
I found out about their plans.
This was what I missed. Good lord. They've been feeding the wolves dangerous concoctions. This is terrible. Imagine if it hadn't been for me, they would still be. Even so, I was too late.
Is there anything I can do?
Our choices are limited. Damn it. It's a
Put the
hard
wolves
choice.
down.
None that I know. But now there's no.
I'm gonna put some wolves down. Let's see, what else we got? Up here we got a mysterious footwear. I can't imagine it'll be better than my current footwear, which is 49 purple. It's 470, almost as good. Is it in fact better? Lower armor, one less int. You know, if it had had luck, I might have gone with it. And these green pants, oh dear me, simply won't. It doesn't go with the rest of my attire. And I think it's obvious to any right-thinking person that fashion is important to me. Important that no two pieces go together or even go with anything that exists in the world. Let's get out the wacky stick and make with the wacky. That's a slow crawl towards 200, or towards 100. Travel to the Fang Snap Den and put down wolves. If those wolves there aren't good enough, I've got to go to a specific place. Somebody's a wolfist. Well, somebody's been around here recently and successfully mined the stuff that I can't mine. Curse them. Sandclaw. What? Yeah, okay. That's one. I'm also going to have to search for her note inside, I guess it says so. Right, where's the damn den? Is it below? Oh, those are stags. It's supposed to be there. That isn't necessarily where the entrance is. I might just have missed it. Still pointing in that direction. So it's either above or around the side. It goes, it goes. How about yourself, Major Kicks? Oh, there's a whole bunch of different icons for it. Oh, that's right. These aren't the icons for it anymore because I can now actually see wolves. Oh, the note's over there. because I can actually now see wolves on my heads up. Tired, lazy, so no change there. Hey. One of my people! Okay, I'm not tired. I got a decent night's sleep. But I'm tired because I'm old and I'm always tired. That's just kind of a given these days. Alright, is this another one of it? Why does this one not have the icon over it? There were sandclaw wolves in the other places where I was. I guess the other area was the hunting place, and this is the pick up the notes place. It's also the gold veining place. I've always been lazy myself, so I'm certainly not going to lay the same. I've been constructively lazy. I had a boss compliment me for my laziness once. He said that my laziness was key to my being able to find fast, efficient mechanisms for dealing with the problems we had to deal with. Not quick and, well, quick and dirty, but not quick and so dirty you're going to need to clean up later. God, that's slow. I'm sorry they keep getting in my way. I'm not going out of my way to run over them. Okay, I'm going out of my way to run over this one. Just to teach them that they better not mess with me, right? I want them to know that I'm capable. Oh, you didn't. I hate this so much. That I am capable of. What the bleepity bleep? Aha. That I am capable of riding down a turkey just because I can. Maybe this will keep them from, you know, misbehaving. All right, we need wolves. Ah, there's a cave. And there's Fang Snap, who I don't want to kill yet, because I probably need to kill him after I kill the other ones. Yeah, that's 3. There's another one. Wow, that was absolutely inept of me. I need 2 more, and then presumably we have to kill Fang Snap, the boss. One more in Fang Snap, presumably. Wonder if I'll have to talk to her before I can kill Fang Snap, probably. Alright, that's all of them. Yeah, I need to talk to... Oh, someone else. That's not the same person, I don't think. Also, it's a very strange name. Roulette. There's a really delicious kind of food called a rillette. Can't remember if there's 2 L's in it or not. I think so. And if you're familiar with confit, classically a duck confit, where you take basically duck thighs and then you slow cook them in duck fat. And then you take all the meat off. Whoops. And you preserve it in the duck fat, and that's Rillettes or Rillettes. I'm not sure. Rillettes, but I'm not sure the pronunciation on that because my French isn't very good. My French is kind of for merde, you know? That means for shit. But it's incredibly delicious, like basically anything else involving duck and or duck fat. One of the great tragedies of American cuisine is that, generally speaking, America has never embraced duck. Got quite a ways to ride. There was one of the shows that Gordon Ramsay was doing, where he was teaching regular folks to cook. And so he was going to introduce them to duck. And so he cooked up some duck. And the looks on their faces when they tasted duck for the first time. It's a glorious food substance. Alright, what is this? Myrtillus.
To stare into the foliage invites attack.
You're all glowy.
The land takes advantage of hesitancy.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, we would gladly take you up on the offer of a fight.
What's different about these
But
circumstances?
aside from one who is blind to the land talking with us, this is not widely known.
Yeah, I've been to Eden
We
Grove. It's a
have lost
shithole. I'm
contact
glad to be
with
gone.
our brethren in Eden Grove. No.
Oh, interesting.
We need
Oh,
help
I was expecting this was
with
a
the
breadcrumb to
matter
go to
closer
Eden Grove.
to the
But it's not a breadcrumb to go to Eden Grove. Eden Grove, by far, my least favorite map in the game, or zone in the game. We hates it. Alright, Dryad, but I can skip him. I just don't go over his bridge. Easy peasy. Spine cap. And we're still at 76. We're making like almost no progress. Is he going to be angry and shoot arrows at me and try to shoot arrows into the tops of my head already? Make castanets of my testicles? That's an old movie reference. A classic. A Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference, to be precise. The French taunter in the castle threatens Arthur and his knights with shooting arrows into the tops of their heads and making castanets of their testicles already. That's such slow progress. And gold is the highest thing I can mine, and look how little progress I'm getting. Oh, might be more gold over there, though. That'll help. But still, I mean, we're just not making any kind of speedy progress towards 100. It's brutal. It's painful. It's brutally painful. And painfully brutal. Travel to Pisces to recover Myrtillus's bow. Whoop. More gold. And more gold. Such slow going. I'm gonna have to try to buy a couple more of the XP boost buff thingies from the faction when I get back to town. Maybe work on getting my faction up to tier 3. Because I'm just tired of having to ride by stuff I should be harvesting because I just don't have quite enough skillability. I made that word up. Talk to roulette wheels? No. Collect her bow from a dryad archer. Well, I killed one. Is there a specific? Oh, there is a specific dryad archer. He's got a friend. How unfortunate. Several friends, actually. That's her bow. Not making fast progress XP-wise because we're down leveled. You know, we're in a lower level zone. And we're not following the main story quest anymore, which gives more XP than the rest of the stuff, basically. Oh, he's coming. It's possible he made an error in judgment. Given the fact that I murdered him. He deserved it, though. I'll check and see where that road leads. Oops. More mining. 97. That's a harvestable. Spine cap. Yeah, that one ain't moving very fast. Alright, I've got your bow.
Impressive. We did not expect much. Oh. You're still staring.
I'm not sure I understand.
It would be easier. Still, we thank you for aiding us. Your confusion is evident.
Well, it's a given.
These are dark times. Many, in verdant ascent, do not support visiting Eden Grove.
They would prevent you from leaving?
If we returned, it would be like an early winter frost. There would be long, which would be as good as never leaving at all. We can.
And why haven't you left?
Is the heartwood of the map. We remember leaving a quiver behind.
Oh, you want a quiver as well, a bow and a quiver. Well, I'm all a quiver at the possibility of helping you. All a quiver. It's humor without actually being funny. That's a rare gift. More gatherables, but not much progress. Wow, 77. Sunset Strip. What'd she give me? I have a box. I already know that one. 9-pound hammer. Mandolin sheet music. Yeah, that sounds like something someone could play on a mandolin. Already learned that one. Already learned that one. And in here, a mysterious weapon. Can I get a better tier 5 from a tier 4 box? I'm dubious. The kite shield could conceivably be better than the one I'm wielding. Not even remotely close, but it was worth the, you know, the thought. It's the thought that matters, right? Now we got to get her quiver back. Crazy plant people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I anger them? Don't know. fornax. More hemp. Almost up to 1,400 hemp. $1,399 to be exact. That's a lot of hemp. More hemp. Am I gonna aggro somebody? Have I aggroed somebody? No, it doesn't look like it. Gotta get a little closer than that because of the level gap between us. 1,485. 1,501. And yet still so far away. Alright, up here we are looking for to collect thorn point arrows. And get back her thing. Her. That's one. Two. Three. We need the arrows. More goodies. Oh. Haha. And that's your quiver. Presumably she's back where we came. In which case we'll take the quickest exit. Now see, that's nice. The last thing you would be getting in that quest is the quiver. And the quiver is in an area that allows you to make a quick and easy exit without having to fight your way back out. As a game player, there are a few things I find more frustrating than fighting my way into a place and then having to fight my way out after I've done everything I need to do. At launch, that was a big problem in Star Wars: New Republic, WoW as well. Star Wars: New Republic, they eventually got around it by reducing the cooldown on using your basically teleport to a safe spot. And what do you do? More hemp. I can't leave it. I can't leave it alone. I'm hooked on the hemp, guys.
Once again, you do not disappoint. These arrows shall do nicely. Now we are adequately protected against any dangers that would endeavor to stop us.
Perhaps you haven't met
along
the right people. Okay.
We are rather isolated in Eridanus. We are insular. When we return from our journey, we should discuss opening our borders more often. If we may impose upon you once more, it is unwise to head in when times are good, a pleasant reign, but in times of high stress, and we can take no chances.
She needs some sort of weird-ass rations. Eridanus to collect nutrient stocks. Gloves probably won't be useful, but hey. Gotta at least give them a look. Tier 4, purple quality. Ice damage if I was using my ice gauntlet. I mean, they're not bad, they're just not as good as what I have, so... I probably won't be doing the Eridanus thing, at least not right now. I've got a ways to go for getting down there. To turn in the request to, Rietz. To the, cooked duck in duck fat, preserved in duck fat. Pardon me. Haha. Lol. Sorry, I said it out loud. I'm a firm believer that one can only pronounce it lol if one is doing so ironically. These are bad guys, right? Yeah, those are bad guys. They would probably object if I don't know, rode right into their nice little clubhouse there. Nope, someone has beat me to that one. Curse them. I didn't actually, like, curse them. I don't have the power. What? Oh, okay, it was just weird light coming off the gator. Reflecting off the gator. I should be able to go straight across. Over here, I think. No, this may not end well. We got more undead pirates. Whoop, that one's certainly gonna aggro. You could hear him. That's another crockle gator. I should be able to cross here. Like it. Another crockle gator out there. Whoops, drowned sailor. Sorry, it's not my fault you drowned, dude. Seriously. You have to learn to apportion blame. Take some responsibility for your own actions. Big old gator. Achievement unlocked. Moon Bay, you are here. And who wants some turkey? Help yourselves. Might want to cook it. Although maybe around here you guys don't do that. I have made it to Moonbait. Moonbay, sorry. Moonbait. Well, might be that too.
So, you met the mad Karen Bears. She's an odd one, I'll give you that. She's wanted for freeing the local dogs. Said we were monsters for locking them up. I bet she expects us to pay you for your work.
Where is she now?
Off raising hell, no doubt. She's as slippery as an eel, clever as a fox, and mad as a badger. I'm sure we'll get word of her next exploit soon enough.
I don't think it's fair of you to typify badgers as being
angry.
angry. Or crazy. Or crazy angry.
Now, I've seen my fair share of magic and miracles since coming to this island, but not like this. The wildlife here in Restless Shores fallen under some bizarre new influence from the angry
What are you
earth.
referring to?
Animals talking, walking on two legs, and at least one of them is even taking on human form. My theory is...
Seems unlikely.
Angry earths infected them with lycanthropy. We have ourselves a legitimate
It changes from human to wolf? No, it sounds like she's talking about the other way around.
More like wolf to human.
See?
And frankly, becoming humans driven the wolf mad. Fang Snap is the name of the beast,
that was
and
the
it's
one I
slain
saw way,
several
way back there in the
travelers out toward
cave.
coast.
That's
I don't know
5
what
minutes
to do.
right away.
Yes, if you're the Huntington.
Not particularly, not if I have to go that far to get there. What do we have? We have another box of a mysterious weapon, probably a blue tier 4. Could be purple. No, it's green! That's even insulting. Okay, I take it back. That one is insulting. 728 base damage. Mine's doing 948. Get that crap out of here. But this... Hey there, welcome back. And here I am. Trail rations. That's level 65. The hell? Level 65? That jerk gave me a level 65 quest? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go along with that. Thank you so much. What am I getting into? Trouble. I'm just running around in a couple of the maps that the storyline hasn't taken me to. And that the level is under mine. And I was curious as to what was going on in the maps that the storyline didn't take me to. The storyline has taken me to a 51 to 60 map. I'm 61, so I've slightly out-leveled it. But obviously it's meant to be 51 to 60 because that's the map. These ones are like, this is like a 41 to 45 zone, and the storyline never took me here. And I'm curious as to what's the purpose of the map zones where they don't take you. Let's see. Territory, storage, standing, storage, standing, storage. Thank you. Did we pick up another point? Yes, this is an MMO. They just recently, this is New World, they just recently rolled out the client for the main consoles, Xbox and PlayStation 5, 4, 5 for sure. And sort of did kind of a soft relaunch. It's been on the PC for a couple of years now, with mixed results. I've been in it since the alpha, and I enjoy it, but I understand it's not a game that's for everyone. But yeah, these are other players. The guys with the shields over their heads. Those are the 3 factions in the game. There's basically yellow, purple, and green. I'm part of green faction. But yeah, you know, it's the standard. You've got gear and levels. I'm level 61 out of 65. It's got very deep crafting. These are the trade skills. These are the trade skills. So these are the crafting ones. And these are the gathering ones. You've got weapon masteries for all these different weapons. And you can master them all. They each have their own spec trees. Yeah, like ESO or WoW. I would say it's probably closer to ESO than WoW. Somewhere between ESO and Guild Wars 2, if you mushed the two of them together, you'd have a decent representation. It's not a free-to-play. It is a buy-to-play. It has cross-play between the consoles and the PCs on the new servers. It does not have cross-progression. So you can't use the same character on both consoles and PC if you have both. It's a game I like a lot. I like the core gameplay loop. But a lot of people don't care for the core gameplay loop, and a fair number of them can't even understand how anyone could like it. And that's not meant as a slam. because it plays quite differently. It does play a lot closer to like ESO or Guild Wars 2. It certainly is a little bit more conventional in good ways now with the console rollout, and the starting gameplay is vastly improved. That's one thing that they definitely improved. Yes, you can have multiple characters. The number of characters you can have is based on the server cluster. So this is on US East, although I am in US West. And you can have up to 4 characters. I'd assume you can have all 4 on one server. Character types, there are different archetypes when you start, but you're not bound by them. So for instance, I wanted to make sure that I was going to use Void Gauntlet. Because I played a little bit of Void Gauntlet, I enjoy the gameplay style of it. But I chose to start as an occultist, I think. There are, I think, 7 archetypes. But all those determines what your initial 2 weapons are. And you get 3 of the trade skills at 50, depending on which archetype you choose. So the archetype I chose initially was Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet, but I wanted to play Void Gauntlet, so I have put most of my experiencing into Void Gauntlet, but Fire Gauntlet is a good DPS skill. I've also put in a few in a couple of other things as I was working through stuff. You can freely use whatever you want. You can use whatever type of armor you want. That's not it. Where? Right there. So, for instance, all of my armor is light armor type. But depending on, I could wear a couple of medium pieces and still qualify as light armor, and each type of armor has different advantages and disadvantages to it. And you can mix and match the pieces, and depending on the overall weight, will determine whether you register as light, medium, or heavy. Heavy has less maneuverability, but more armor, that kind of stuff. So you have the freedom to kind of build it the way you want to build it. There are initial archetypes that give you your starting equipment and trade skills, but that's the only thing it really applies to. So, for instance, right now, I'm going mainly as a mage type. I'm in light armor. I have a Fire Staff and a Void Gauntlet. Although the Void Gauntlet is kind of a hybrid, because one of the skills, you can see the weapon skills just below the NPC I'm talking to. One of them turns my Void Gauntlet into a melee weapon with which I can block. So, in fact, in this case, I'm kind of a hybrid, ranged damage and melee, a little bit of defense and attack as well. The skill trees are not especially deep for the weapons. So here's the Void Gauntlet. Each one has 2 primary spec lines with up to 3 skills that you can take. And then these others sort of buff the skills and such.
Welcome to Restless Shore.
NPCs giving quests.
What a relief it is to see a new face here with clear eyes. I swear everyone in the settlement has gone mad.
What do you mean? As you can tell also, my fashion game, chef's kiss. If I was trying to make it look like Elton John's concert wardrobe had puked on me, I don't think I could have done a better job.
Roulette Wilson's claiming there's a werewolf stalking the shore, and others say the lost have gone to war. The soulless, aimless lost fighting each other. It makes no sense.
Stranger things have happened. My outfit. Especially the hat.
Oh, don't you start in on me too. Sure, the lost buccaneers have been raiding, but that's what they did in life. Typical lost behavior. I think once we get our stuff back, this'll blow over.
Is that something I can help with?
Why, yes. About time someone wants to get to the solution. The buccaneers are out at the wreck of the Neptune's Fury. Give the bloated fiends a taste of their own.
I will accept that quest, and I will take it to those bloated fiends. A little grandiloquent on the choice of phrasing for her, but I'm fine. There's housing in the game. For instance, oh, this is the inn. Housing is instanced. I'm assuming this is a house. It is. Costs 20,000 gold, so this is actually one of the more expensive houses. No one has bought this one in this town. So, this is the empty sort of first floor. It has a small yard. And there are a lot of furnishings and stuff you can put in them. Not especially complicated. But the housing is solid. It is instanced, which for a lot of people is a big turnoff. But I understand the realities. That guy right there is the Halloween event.
You are doing. Continue your efforts to banish Balfazu back to the netherworld by putting Ichor in the cauldron.
So we've got blueprints you can get. I've already got the pet, the housing pet, and the two of the other housing items, the throne and the summoning circle. We've got another quest over there. Magistrate.
Greetings, traveler. Are you perchance the hero I've heard about?
I'm the hero you've heard about.
I'm glad you've come. The blasted.
Yeah, the Lost are fighting each other. The Buccaneers. Yeah.
We have no, because right now we
give me the
have
quest.
the upper hand.
I cannot take any more quests. There's a quest limit in this game? No. There are many things I hate in MMOs. I'm a bitter old man. It's what I do. Quest limits in MMOs are one of the things that I hate. I just absolutely despise them. Let's see. That's the Mount quest. We can abandon that one. Gotta keep that one. Sadly, we gotta keep that one, even though we're never gonna do it. Everfall. Reset. Why can I not abandon? Am I partway done with that? I must be partway done with those. Okay. Search for chests. Abandon. That's the Amron. Slay midnight wolves in search of quality furs. Abandon. Harvest luck. Oh, that quest sucked. Awful balls. Similar to what you've played in the past, are there meta builds for raid dungeons and the like? There are difficult items to get. There is raiding in the game at the end game. I know that there are item levels, and the highest item levels come from the toughest raids. One thing you hated about ESO was running hundreds of times for one piece of gear because you couldn't level out enough to group for hard mode raids. I'm not that familiar with how many people on the newer servers are doing endgame raids, so I can't really comment specifically about that. I'm level 61. The cap is 65. This is the map. New characters start off in either Windsward or Monarch's Bluff. This is a high-level zone that was added later. This, I think, is the open world PvP zone. This was added in the expansion. I've not been there yet. Right now, I've been following the main quest line, which took me over here to a 52 to 60 zone. So the main quest line says I should be about 52 to 60. The main quest line never brought me to Morningdale or Restless Shore, so this is the first time I've ever been to these two zones, so I've been running around in these two zones tonight. I also haven't been to Reekwater. I've been to Reekwater in the past, but not in this time in the game. It has a significant PvP element if you want to track through the PvP stuff, faction versus faction. And then the open world PvP is interesting. It's kind of an extraction game, but if you get killed, you don't have everything taken. You still get to keep half the stuff you picked up, which I think is a nice mechanic to encourage people to play. You're not going to get ganked and lose everything.
Greetings, traveler.
Yeah.
I'm glad you.
We went through this before when you wouldn't give me the quest.
Right?
Didn't want to give me the quest. Oh, you already have too many of those quests. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not a PvP player either, but I like to touch on the things that I think that do matter to people. So I wanted to cover it, and I do like the idea that in the extraction PvP mode, you don't lose everything. Most of the time, a lot of the people who want that kind of a free-for-all PvP zone, they specifically want, like, free loot. They want to kill people and have those people lose everything. And that's one of the things that, you know, keeps me not wanting to do PvP generally. It's not a warm and welcoming environment, shall we say. The idea is nice for sure. You avoided PvP in most games because of the lost situation. The lost situation, or just that the gank fest mentality of too many PvP players, for me, is an enormous turnoff. Oh. That's a big gator. That's a big crockle gator. Well, I've always felt that PvP, I understand the attraction to a PvP player who wants the tactical and strategic challenges that only a real, live, breathing human can give you in PvP. Sadly, too many players are not interested in PvP. They're interested in PvV, player versus victim. And that's just not my deal, man. I have no interest in killing someone with no challenge, and I certainly have no interest in getting killed by someone and providing no challenge. Supply caches. The combat in it is more actiony than most MMOs, so in that way it's kind of like Guild Wars. Oh, I hit a dude by accident. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, dude. Mind you, I'm not going to stop hitting you with fire just because I didn't mean to kill you the first time. I mean, I have played, you know, PvP in some specific games to some reasonable amount. Star Wars: The Old Republic, surprisingly enough, it's one of the ones I played a good chunk of PvP in. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have to set you on fire. I'm sorry, sir. That wasn't my idea. It was somebody else's idea, and I had to do it because they gave me a quest. Numbers add-on or base game. What do you mean by exactly by that? You mean the numbers I'm seeing on screen? Yeah, those are in-game. Those are the quest trackers. Sorry, dude. Had to do it. Didn't want to do it. They made me do it. Oh, I have to defeat a whole bunch of them. Well, I feel better about it then. Come on, come on. Come on. Didn't work out so great for you, did it? Yeah, it's less cluttered if somebody else is doing it than me, because right now I'm just leaving stuff up. I need to kill 2 more, right? I need to kill 2 more. Oh, look. 2 more just sitting there, waiting for me. How nice of them. Well, that's 15. Back to town. Primarily DPS, but you've dabbled in healing and tanking. Just hated those builds outside of raid because they don't help on solo play. Yeah, that's the primary reason I've always been a DPS player. That is one of the advantages this game has, is that you don't have to specialize to that degree. You can have the primary healing is done with the life staff, and you can have that trained up. If you have it as a secondary weapon while you're doing TPS stuff, it gets some of the XP as well. So for instance, right now, I currently have, as my equipped weapon, I have the Void Gauntlet. My secondary weapon is the Fire Staff. So right now, even if I'm killing things with the Void Gauntlet, the Fire Staff gets some XP too. And it's easy to get a little bit of progress in leveling up a weapon. And one of the things that affects the weapon, along with the stats, is your stats, the attributes. So, for instance, because I'm mostly a caster doing, ranged DPS, I have 301 in intelligence and 129 in constitution. Strength, if I was doing, like the big DPS, like the Great Axe and Warhammer. Dex for things like bows and rapiers. Focus is used mostly for healing, and then constitution is good for everybody. Where'd they go? Over there. We'll hoof it. So the fact that you can equip different weapons for different needs gives you the flexibility. So for instance, you might have your life staff skilled way up so you could do healing, but have most of this stuff spec'd around combat stuff. I'm carrying a boatload of weapons right now. I'm not using anything but these 2. But I might want to swap. For instance, there's some of the progression stuff where you have to do things like with a 2-handed weapon. And so I'm carrying that. And basically I'm carrying like 1 of each other weapon type around, just in case. And then a lot of gear I'm still carrying around because I don't want to try and go through it all and clear it out. But also some of it is, for instance, is fishing gear. Specifically for fishing, like this chest piece. It has additional cast distance, a large increase to the chance of catching better fish, and a medium increase to the chance of catching larger fish.
You gave those damn buccaneers a little payback, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Perfect.
There's your stuff. And the item I got. Yeah, I am enjoying the game, but I'm not a fair judge of it because I have enjoyed the game since I got into it in the alpha, off and on. I like the current iteration, I think best. The new version that they brought out with crossplay with consoles. The new player experience is hugely improved. The rest of the game is mostly what it has been in the recent past. Not a lot of changes there. But the starting experience for new players is just vastly improved. It's just... Now, beforehand, it was really subpar. Now it's quite good. I have a mysterious headwear. It will match the weight. So it'll be a light headpiece. It can't possibly match the sartorial splendor of what I'm currently wearing, however. Purple quality. Tier 4. So less armor, constitution instead of intelligence, and less. Fortifying whirlwind. I don't use whirlwind. So while it's nice, it is not an improvement. So I'll salvage it. They've got a nice implementation of fishing, I would say. Better than most. Significantly better than most. Alright, so we're here. What do we need there? War of the Lost. I need to survey the situation. Well, I'm going to... Pardon me, guys. I'm going to go survey the situation here. That is a harvestable. That's a lot of soul motes. I need to kill some dudes here. Pardon me for a second. These dudes need to die. They did nothing to me, but I have to kill 8 of them, so, you know. A quest is a quest. One thing you wish most MMOs would do is put weight and length of fishing. Like the feature a lot. Makes it more interactive and challenging. There are certain fishes, if you want to catch them, you need to be fishing in shallow water. The further you cast out, you control the distance of your cast, and that you can drop into shallow, medium, or deep water, depending on what you're fishing for. There's different baits and fishes for both freshwater and saltwater. Like I said, they've actually done a pretty good job. That's what, 4 dead? 3 dead. And there are 2 types of attacks you can make. There are light and heavy attacks. Basically, for a light attack, you click. For a heavy attack, you click and hold. So that first one was a heavy attack. And all the ones I keep missing with were light attacks. And I missed like 5 times in a row, so we'll not comment on that anymore. I need 3 more. Hey, I hit that time. All I had to do was lead him a little. I need 2 more. That's 1 right there. And you can see they're also on fire, so they're getting a dot. Need 1 more, I think. Oh, that'll do. And back we go to talk to Laszlo Gherkin. Gherkin? There are skills. You get 3 skills per weapon that you can have equipped. Those are on the right side sort of hotbar thing. The Q, R, and F skills, if you can make those out. Q is a fireball. R is sort of a circle of fire. And then F is basically a bunch of fireballs from the sky. And then for the other weapon, the Void, Q brings out the sort of void sword. R drops a PB AoE down, and F fires a void sphere that goes out and comes back. By default, the right mouse button right there, that's a block. So it's actually pretty action combat-y when you get right down to it. At least in comparison with most MMOs. I mean, skill enters into it. As you noticed, if you were watching me shoot and miss at things a minute ago, that's because my aim was for crap. I believe they have added tab targeting for consoles. I'm not sure if it's in play for PCs or not. But one thing I know you can't do, you cannot get headshots with the tab targeting. They added that for consoles for obvious reasons. Tab targeting makes more sense in a console-based MMO. But you can't give them free headshots.
You've seen for yourself now, haven't you?
I have, Magistrate Gherkin.
Increased ferocity, with more precision. With striking a blow to the withered was the perfect thing.
Well, I am the perfect
Thank you.
thing doer.
The withered most certainly had acquired an advantage in battle. But while you were away, I learned of
Most of his
something
accent
new.
just evaporated.
The lost pirates? They are not. Yes.
The lost are fishing. Not something that the lost generally do. We have another reward box that is lower level. Again, I'm in a lower level zone. The dark influence of the scholar. Sounds sexy. Not that sexy. 700 base damage compared to my 950. I gotta say that. What did we have? We had over there. Over there should be the one. Exhaust East Shore forces and supplies at East Shore Pier. Sure, I can do that. I have the technology. I have to exhaust East Shore forces. I have to kill 10 and collect 5 fishing supplies. Sounds like a job for Firestaff Man. Like I said, I am well over these guys' level. I don't want to give the wrong impression. Earlier, you would have seen me boast about how easy a time I was going to have with something that then murdered me twice in a row. Not my best day. That's a little better. Is there 2 of them there? I can't quite make it out. Well, there's definitely one of them there. Oh, hi! Didn't see you sitting there. Let me just set you on fire. That looked like that might have stung. A little bit. Eight of them dead and 3 supply chests. You'll note I'm also getting crafting materials and the like out of the supply chests. Been in Once Human. How is the new season? I only played for a couple of hours. I'm assuming you're playing the new season. G60 has been playing games with you for about a year. Kept dying tonight. Not her best night either. Yeah. Well, until you get a decent weapon, Once Human can be a bit dicey, in my opinion. Oh, look, another friend. Hi. Friend may have been an exaggeration. Acquaintance? Hi there. How you doing? Back to Taslov Gherkin. The man named himself after a pickle. Okay, well, there's no accounting for taste. But naming yourself after a pickle, that's kind of a dilly. See what I did there? Sorry. It's just not in my nature to not make a bad joke when one presents itself. I'm not proud. I have no idea if you're in the new season. It just started a week ago. No, the new season started on the 18th. You would know because there's a temperature mechanic. The new scenario starts in the frozen north. And like during the day, the temperature's 10 degrees, but it can sometimes drop down to 10 below. So you have to, early on, you have to carry a torch to keep yourself warm. You're going to have to build warmth in your housing, that kind of stuff. So it's got some slightly different mechanics to it.
Ha! No more fishing for the lost! That should stop them from getting ideas. I just hope it's enough.
I hope it's enough too, Mr. Gherkin. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at him yet. Void metal boots. Sorry. No. Don't think you're there. You're only in phase 2 of your current playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, it just started. I certainly wouldn't suggest bailing if you're having fun doing what you're doing. Well, I am going to return to my house. I'll show you a functioning house. My house in the middle of the street. It's an old guy music reference. Stay on novice with her. Yeah, that's true. This one is not a novice level. I think it's intermediate or moderate or something like that. Because they've added the temperature mechanics. It's a little more complicated. So this is my house. All the furnishings in here except the fireplace I made or got as drops, or in a few cases purchased. Purchased for in-game currency. So for instance, this chair I purchased with the Halloween currency. And the summoning circle I also purchased with the Halloween currency. And I also purchased this pet with the Halloween currency. He's currently enjoying his bed. Frankly, a little horrifying. But the rest of it is stuff I've made or bought. And now, out of curiosity, we'll see how much experience we get from taking that 1500 plus hemp and turning it into cloth. You will note, however, it's a lot faster doing this than, say, turning 1500 anything into something in WoW or Latro or any of the rest. There are not in-house crafting tables of which I am aware. Might be, but I don't think so. I think they have this as being... you don't need a guild. All of the town should have all of the crafting items. The tier of the crafting item may vary by town. There's a small expense in crafting, and that rate is set by the guild that controls the town, and then guilds can fight between themselves for control of the town. So, I'm going to make a whole boatload of linen. I currently have 44. I'm about to make 398. Well, actually, it'll make a lot more than 398. So, I'm set to... Why? It says 398, but it'll only let me go up to... There we go. 398. I click once. My current weaving is at 29. I got an extra 64, and my weaving's now at 55. So I can now make sateen. And here's the outfitting station, where you can make light and medium armors. You can make bags for carrying stuff. You also do your gem cutting here. This is for arcane stuff, for making magic items and potions and the like. This is the cooking station. Over here is skinning. Let me turn... should have a boatload of skins too. 169. So yeah, I have 678 rawhide. We'll turn that all in. I have refined 500 leather. I've defeated 1,500 PvE enemies. Is there a monthly subscription or bag space for play? No, it is a flat, with one exception, it is a flat buy to own and play. They also have an expansion, and you don't, by default, get access to the expansion content. I don't believe. That may not be true for console. It may no longer be true for PC. I'm not certain. I think it's $40 on Steam. And then I think 20 for the expansion, but I'm not sure. And they also might be on sale with the relaunch. Beyond that, no, they do have a real money shop for cosmetics and the like. You don't have to worry about storage. Storage is not gated that way. Storage in towns is gated by your reputation with the town. Storage that you carry with you is dependent on the tiers of the bags you're carrying. So there is no limit for that. So what we've got is bundles for groups of cosmetics and the like. This, I guess, might qualify to some as play to win. You can have gear sets to swap around. So you could have a healing set and a DPS set, say. I think you get 2 by default. Might be more. I've never used it. Character transfers if you want to move. So for instance, right now this is the new server. They allow free transfers off of the new servers if you want to go to the legacy servers. Mostly it's appearance skins, weapon skins, mount skins. Mounts are only available if you have the expansion, as it's part of the expansion content, along with the flail weapon and a couple other things. I'm not sure what else. Dyes you can purchase. Some you can make. Emotes are purchased. Camp skins are purchased. So those are the items that they sell for real money. Meanwhile, we got 2 more points in Restless Shore. So as I've leveled up, you get a rep with a town here, and you can choose every time you level up from 3 options as to what you want to level up. That's reduced crafting fees, that's gathering speed increase, territory standing, the faster you gain standing. I have 2 points. There's 2 batches of 3 that alternate, and this time is trading fee if you're buying and selling on the market, XP gain while you're in the area, or storage. Always go with storage. A cap on which? On the rep? Maybe? but I'm not sure what it is. There's also faction rep. I can show you my faction representative. Let's see, where is he? He's over here. There are 3 factions. The religious nutbags, who are yellow, the military nutbags, who are green, and the edgelords, who are purple. And you do quests for these guys. You can also do quests for the town to raise your rep with any given town.
And in the end, we will.
And here I'm in the second tier of the green faction, and you gain tokens and rep for doing missions for them. The rewards can be spent on weapons and gear and items for making larger bags of holding, and also gaining XP in a couple of the gathering skills. In fact, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, they're timed. I didn't realize they were timed. Oh, that makes sense. They don't want you to buy your way all the way up. So if I come over here and I buy the minor mining cash, it'll give me some XP. I'll open that up. I get a strange ore. My mining is currently at... My mining is currently at 97 and like 97.4. Let's see how much XP I get out of this, because that's what it turns. This just turns into XP. I don't imagine it'll be much. Oh, I have 3. I'm going to use all 3 then. I just bought 1. I already had 2. You can get them as occasional drops. So I'm at 90. Oh, I'm at 77 on smelting. Ah, right. But I was 97 on mining, and these are going to give me mining XP. That put me over 100. Thank you. Oh, mining gods above. I can now mine a lot more stuff that I wasn't able to mine before. Star metal I can mine. Yay, there was much rejoicing indeed. So, we got mining and tracking and skinning. Harvesting. Logging is a lot easier to level. It's slow, but relatively easy. And fishing, I'm not worried about either. Harvesting, that's going to take a while to get over 100. So I can get it. The reason I get to the 100 is the break point for the next tier of items. Well, I am pleased to have hit 100, at least in mining. That was one of my objectives for the evening. I'm going to pop back into my house. It's so homey. I was actually in the top 20 for this house with the decorations. Yeah, my number of points went down. I was at 6,000 points, and somehow my value went way down. I don't know why. So I was previously in 6th and then 11th place. Now I'm not even in probably the top 50. This is of all the people who own the same house. But I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. As always, appreciate it very much. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to go for one more day playing here. And then probably starting on the 25th, that'll give me 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, a whole week to play through a spooky, scary game, kids. The Moons of Madness. And what's really scary is it's a Funcom game. So that's pretty terrifying in and of itself. So that's my plan. Probably this again tomorrow. Also coming up, there is a new season of Torchlight Infinite. I'm not sure which day that launches. I kind of want to play that too. That might be off stream though. And then on the 6th, the day after Election Day, a new game from the guy who created RuneScape is launching. And that one looks like it might be a little bit interesting too. So that's the near future. But again, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I hope the rest of your Wednesday? Oh my god, I have to check. I got the day right. Yes. Rest of your Wednesday evening goes great. Hopefully your Thursday and Friday go quickly, get you into the weekend. Hope you can catch me again soon. Have a great rest of your evening.